Going live. You're live. I'm live. Hey, welcome to another live episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Really special beer tonight. Alright, or maybe it's not as special as it used to be. Leo, I'm making a video. I need you to shush. Shush, buddy. Alright, so this is Goose Island Bourbon County Brand Stout 2020 bottling, 2020 vintage. Look at that ABV on there. 14.6. It says drink by June 25th, 2025. So I assume this was... Oh, so this bottle's just about a year old. Wow, that should be interesting. Because this beer... Well, I don't know if I've ever had it like super fresh, but it's... I mean, especially when it's 14.6. Yeah, you might want to let it breathe a little. You know, it's funny. I just looked it up on Untapped, and I scanned the barcode, and it came up with I guess there was two variations of 2020. One was 14.6, one was 14.3. So I got the one that's 0.3% stronger. So let's dig in here. I poured it a little over, and it spilled over. You can see the glass is a little wet on one side. I hate when that happens. If I just had backed off a little, had like a lovely brown foam on it. Still wiping this glass down. It's gonna be all sticky. I already know. So it gets a 3 out of 3 on appearance for me. This is super bourbony. I don't remember having this beer where it was like this bourbon smelling, because like if I was blindfolded and you hold like a bottle of bourbon and this underneath my nose, I don't know if I'd be able to tell which one was which, because this is, and I don't mean that like it's like woody and vanilla. I mean, yes, that's there, but it's like the bourbon and the alcohol are just front and center. Leo, I need you to be quiet. Sorry, my cat. He hears me talking. He thinks I'm talking to somebody, so he wants to see what's going on. I'm getting like kind of like super dark chocolate, like kind of like black grape, sour grape, black licorice. Basically any black thing that you can eat or drink, I should say. Yeah, black licorice, black grape, roasted malt, obviously. Actually, I mean, it doesn't really strike me as coffee, but I am getting definitely like, you know, like the kind of roasted malt. I'm trying to pick out hops, but again, like the bourbon, the alcohol, the barrel character is front and center. It's actually kind of overpowering the base stout, at least as far as the nose goes. So let's dive in here. Cheers. Wow. Wow, that is really smooth. Wow. I mean, 14.6. I was expecting this to be just like breathing fire, you know? But it is really smooth. It's really mellowed. I mean, again, this bottle, I believe, is about a year old, because it's saying June 25th, 2025, which makes me, and it was a 2020 bottling. So makes me think it was bottled on June 25th last year. If anybody knows for sure, let me know in the comments or the chat. Yeah, so a lot going on here. Pretty sweet beer. Big. It's almost like fudgy. Not so much like chocolate candy or milk chocolate, but almost like more like actual fudge, or even like mousse, like but of course the bourbon, I said it was huge on the nose. It's pretty huge in the flavor too. You know, and it's actual bourbon flavor, and plus like kind of a barrel, you know, barrel character. Like barrel aged beers, you tend to get kind of wood and vanilla from the barrel character. It also depends like how old the barrel is, if it's charred or what. I'm getting like a German chocolate cake on here. I mean, yeah, like fudge, like really decadent, like fudginess. Mouthfeel is obviously full-bodied. One of the thickest, one of the thickest beers I can recall having in quite a while. Like, in fact, this might be, like, maybe this might be the thickest beer I've ever had. As far as the mouthfeel goes. Like, not even, like Dogfish Head Worldwide Style. That's like, anywhere from like 18 to 20 ABV. And I always found the mouthfeel on that one to be like medium tops. This one, I said it tastes kind of fudgy. I mean, it's like almost like the same consistency as fudge. It's like really that thick. It's almost, I mean, I was not literally a milkshake, but just like that huge, soft, like velvety, pillowy, comfortable mouthfeel. I do get the black grape, a little bit of like a sour grape kind of flavor. I definitely get a little bit of hops too. All right, so it says we got 2 concurrent viewers. You know why this says 0? Because this is on sorry, I gotta hide this. The view count is from my other channel. That's why it's saying 0, even though we have 2. I'll fix that later. But anyway, actually maybe I can fix it now. Would it go by? I forget how it goes, but anyways, back to the beer. Yeah, it's chocolate, vanilla, fudge, little bit of like a black grape, little bit of the hoppiness in there, slight kind of piney hops, dank, kind of resiny, hop flavor and bitterness. I am getting like the roasted malt presence in there, just like the massive maltiness to this beer. But I'm not getting like coffee. No real coffee or like burnt popcorn or anything like that, which is good, obviously. So it's a really interesting balance between the sweetness from that huge malt base and like the sweetness from the barrel vanilla bourbony character. Like I said, very fudge kind of tasting. I mean, if you handed this to me and I didn't know what I was drinking, I might almost think this is like a chocolate stout. Like it's like really that chocolatey. Yeah. Yeah, this is really this is really decadent. Like, I mean, it's a bit of a challenge to drink because it's so strong, 14.6, and because it's the mouthfeel on this is so thick as well. Like I said, I've had like Sam Adams Utopia. That's like 20 something, almost 30%. Worldwide Stout, Dogfish 120. Again, those are like 18 to 20% ABV. Mouthfeel on those beers tends to be, medium full tops. This is full bodied. And it is starting to, now that this bottle's warming up, you can probably see the condensation on there. I did pull this out of the fridge probably about a half hour ago. So it's starting to get a little cloying between the strong alcohol and the strong sweetness to it. I think this might have been a little bit better if I had just pulled it straight from the fridge and started the review, because it wouldn't have been quite as cloying if it was a little colder. It is bringing the drinkability down a little bit, but Yeah, overall, really, really good beer. By the way, find me on Instagram, Facebook, and of course, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I might be. I can't guarantee when I'm going to be making beer reviews, but now that I know how to do OBS live stream, I wish I had been using this system years ago, like 10 years ago, literally. I don't know if OBS was around 10 years ago, but as far as rating, let me get one more poll here. Yeah, this is world class, and I kind of have to go back and look at some of my other reviews. I think I've had this beer or variations of it for the last few years. But yeah, this is like what it's just a straight bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. Like no chocolate, no coffee, no marshmallow or anything like that. Just all it is beer in a barrel. I think it is like it probably is a little bit bigger than it needs to be. 14.6. I think it only needs to be like 10 or 11. I think KBS is like 11 something, and like even that beer is pretty big. I will be able to kill this whole bottle. I mean, I would have this is a good beer that is it's a 500 ml bottle. Is it 500 ml? Pretty sure it's 500 ml. Let me see. Yep, 500 ml because it says volume 1 pint 0.9 fluid ounces. If you know, 16.9 ounces is 500 milliliters or half liter. It's a good serving size for 2 people. I mean, I'm not gonna have any problem finishing this bottle, but it would just be nicer to just like one glass is really all I need. What I should do on these reviews where I drink these really strong beers is like come back like an hour or two later and see like how drunk I am. But as far as rating, I don't think I can go as far as I can't give it as a perfect 5.0. I think I'll give it at least a 4.5 or maybe a 4.75. I think it's like I said, it's a little cloying. It's a little, well, it's just that it's a little cloying and like it's very chocolatey and sweet, and I think, like I said, like the barrel character is just overriding the base imperial stout like a little, not enough that it's distracting or annoying or anything. Like, the barrel character is awesome, and especially if you like bourbon. If you like bourbon, you're gonna love this beer. Yeah, I would just subtract a little bit of points for it being like cloying, and it's just a little stronger than it really needs to be. So, but I do give it props for bourbon. This is the beer that originated the bourbon barrel aged imperial stout, and it tastes a lot different now than it did like 10-15 years ago when it first came out. And there's different variations on it, like rye, and I think they do have like a coffee and chocolate one, like KPS. But yeah, great beer. So, if you're not already subscribed, why not give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and click the bell icon. I'm going super long. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.